Yeah, good morning, everybody. I woke up this morning with a burning desire and a quest in my heart to say a few things, to especially my Ndokwa people, the youths, most especially the youth of Ndokwa. For a long time, you have allowed politicians to use you people to play on your smartness. They have constantly used you people to destroy yourself. But you see this particular aspect, I'm not going to be quiet. I'll talk about this particular topic for the longest because I believe it's not just about politics. It's not about politics. These people are trying to rewrite my essence. They are trying to rewrite my ancestral affiliation. They are trying to make me a lost soul, a lost person, because a son who cannot trace his roots is worse than a prodigal son, because the prodigal son at some point realized and he went back to his origin, which is his father. Let me tell you people that our ancestors, I used to think that my ancestors made mistakes all over and all through their lives, but recently I got to realize that our ancestors are very smart people. If you're an Igbo man listening to me right now, you should be very proud of yourself. You should be so proud of yourself that the bones inside your body and the blood and the veins and the water flowing in your body should start rejoicing and jumping, because you are a very smart person. Now, let me tell you how smart our ancestors really are in Ndokwa. We from Ndokwa. It is we who are the offspring of our ancestors. A lot of you gullible and wicked youths who have collected money from politicians, you are the ones who are dummies, the ones who are crickets, rats, and cappies like you. You have collected money to rewrite our identity. And let me tell you how smart your ancestors are, because a lot of you say we are from Idu. We are from Idu. I've tried to explain to a lot of you what actually transpired and how you got confused that you are from Idu, Edo State. Idu is just like a place, a settlement, just like we have Asaba, we have Wari, we have Ugeli in the present day, in this modern generation. Idu is just a place like that, where different people lived. So because your ancestors relocated back from Idu, where they were living, only God knows what happened that made them to run back to the ancestral land. You now say that you are from Idu. All I've heard all the elderly people say, those elderly ones who mislead the youth, all I've heard them say is that we came from Idu. We came from Idu. Relocating from Wari back to Kwale, does that make you an indigenous of the Uda? Does that make you an Urobo son? Does that actually make you an Urobo person? That you lived in Wari for 30 years? Does that change your essence? Does that change your identity as an Ndokwa man, or as a man from Ogwashuku? Or as a man from Munede, or what's it called, Iseluku? Does that change the fact that you are a son of this land? Now let me explain to you how smart our ancestors were, or how smart they still are, and how dumb people are. Now your ancestors left you, even though they were intimidated to deny that they are Igbo people. They left you with clues. They left you with things to actually remind you, to actually finally bring you back to who you are, your real essence. They left you with clues. Let me tell you some of the clues. They left you with your tradition first. They left you with your culture first. That's the second thing they left for you, your culture. They left you with your community structure. In Ndokwa, we don't have one person that just says a thing and it stands. It must go through Umuada, Umudis, it must go through Umudis, Umudat, before a verdict is arrived at. The king don't just come out and just say a thing, like they have in the north. A king cannot just come out and just say it. This is what the structure, the community structure our ancestors left. These are the things that point you to where you are actually from. Let's remove, we are talking about common sense now and vision. We are talking about common sense now. We are not talking about whether this is scientifically proven or not. No, we are talking about common sense. Now let me show you the one that is very, very shocking. That a lot of you, even though you live in those places, you don't realize that this is the footprint that our ancestors left for us to actually go back to our origin. Now, I'm going to mention three communities in Ndokwa. One is Kwale, which is very popular for everybody to know, both those in diasporas and those who are not indigenous of Ndokwa. Kwale is one place everybody knows. Obiaruku is a place everybody knows. Ogume is also a place everybody knows. Thank God I am from Ogume, mother and father from Ogume. I'm a full-blooded son of Ogume. Obodogwa, Obodo, Ugwa, that's where I'm from. Now let's go further. Your ancestors, let's use Kwale as a case scenario. Your ancestors did not, like, I don't understand how somebody can be so wicked to the extent where you will also leave you buy a land, for example, you remove your name from the deed and you put the name of a stranger and say that the stranger is the owner of the land. Meanwhile, you are the one that actually owns the land and you bought it, right? You will now put the name of a stranger. That is what people are trying to let us know that our ancestors did. If you don't know it now. Now your ancestors structured your communities. They named your communities Igbo, core Igbo names. If you go to Kwale, we have Umu Seti, Umu, children of, I don't know what the other one means. You can look for it, the meaning for me. Umu Seti. We have Umu Sam, children of Sam, Umu Sam. You have Umu Sedeli. You have Afieze, the market of a king, and the rest of them. So you are trying to tell me that my ancestors originated from Bini, Edo. They got here and forgot to name the land, the name of their parents or their forefathers. They now decided that they love the Igbo people so much. They now adopted the names of Igbo people to name their community. Can't you see how wicked a lot of you are? Can't you see how demonic a lot of you are? Very wicked set of youths like that. You go online, spread propagandas after collecting money because you don't want Anioma State to come. And Anioma State will come. Anioma State is not. I don't even care about what NED thinks. If NED like, he should drop the agitation. He should drop it. You will be surprised in the next generation. Somebody else will arise. Anioma must come. Whether the devil likes it or not, it will come. Because this is a deliberate step in realigning people back to their roots. I want to let you all know that some of you go on the internet and you say that some Ndokwa people are unity beggars. Do you know that Ndokwa people, we are not unity beggars? Those of us who want Anioma State, that yearn for Anioma State, we are not unity beggars. We are firstborn sons of the eastern region and we want to go back there. We want our true identity to be known. We are not unity beggars. The right a man from Enugu State has is the same right that I have. If an Enugu man is speaking, I will stand up and talk because we are children from the same parents. Let's go to Ogume. I can't remember all the clans in Ogume, but in Ogume we have 7 clans. I'm from one of the clans. Now, the clan we are from is Obodogwa Ugume, right? Then in Ogume we have Umuchime. To see how very dumb people are. Your ancestors originated from Idu, Benin, and they did not name your communities in Ogume Benin names. They named them Igbo names. Umuchime, Ogbago. That word resonates with the eastern region. Ogbo, like a square of warriors. If you know Ogume people very well, they are good in those days. They are good with charms for war. Ogbago. We have Igbe, we have Utue, we have different places like that. That is one very good thing. Like your ancestors gave birth to you, even though they were intimidated to deny their true identity, so that they will not be slaughtered, so that they will be able to bring you to existence. They had to deny that they are not able, but they left you traces for you to trace back your steps. The community where you were born, the water you drank, the names of those communities, the names of the streams where you drank from, they are Igbo names. The names of the rivers where you drank from, those of you who grew up in the village, they are Igbo names. Why did they not name those names? Those of you who are idol worshippers, because I'm not. Why don't you do your idolatry in the name of Edo, whatever? I don't want to make mention of all those things. Let me tell you, I'm a very unbiased person. I'm direct. My wife is from Bini. My wife is an Edo woman. It doesn't stop me from saying the truth. it doesn't stop me from saying the truth. Because this is, people are trying to joke with my essence. People are trying to joke with my what makes me who I am. And I'm not going to let that happen. I will never let that happen. I will speak and speak and speak until something happens. These are the things that points you to where you are actually from. Because you can easily say that people learn languages. We can be in a boundary. Like me, I was born and raised in Ugeli and Uroboland. I have every confidence to say that I am the first adopted son of the Urobos, the first person to bear that title. I speak Urobo. At least 80% I speak Urobo. There's no conversation that will go on between two Urobo people that I cannot tag along. Do you understand? I can confidently tell you that the customs, the way of doing things, even traditionally by the Urobo people, is the same with the Edo. Their language is the same. My wife is Benin. If she speaks Benin here, I grab what she's saying because I lived in Urobo land. These people are from the same family. We do Ndokwas. We are from the Igbo. We are called Igbo people. If an Anambra man even tells me that I'm not, maybe I'm not a core Igbo person. In fact, the way I go take change and for him, the way I will run him down, he will understand that he has made a mistake. Because I am indeed a firstborn son of the Eastern region. Geographic location does not mean that I am not from that place. These are the things you are trying to correct. These are the things that Ned is trying to correct. People fought the fight before Ned came, like the Dennis Osadebi and the rest. They fought the fight before he came. Now you can see that Ned is picking up the fight. If Ned forgets this fight, somebody else will arise. That is what your essence does. That is what your spirit does. The Igbo spirit is so strong, you cannot kill it. I'm telling you the gospel truth. The Igbo spirit is so strong that you cannot suppress it. A lot of you heard what happened during the Civil War. Me, I heard it, I read it. You see how the Igbo people bounced back from nothing. That's the Igbo spirit. You cannot kill it. Just forget it. Leave it. Just forget it. You cannot kill it. No matter how you try, it will rise up and speak again. That is the spirit of God that God has placed in the Igbo people. This is just. I'm angry in my spirit. As you can, maybe you can feel it. I'm very angry. That's why I'm sounding like this. A lot of you Ndokwa youth, stop this nonsense. Stop this nonsense. Stop this rubbish. Because your ancestors actually left you with clues for you to know where you are from. They left you with different information inscribed inside your community for you to know where you are from. But you have chosen to collect money from politicians and be very wicked and very, very backward. There's no way an Urobo man would deny his connection to the Edo family. There's no way. Even up to what's it called? To Auchi, Esako and the rest. Their language is similar. My sister is married from there. Does it mean that tomorrow my sister will say that her children is from Ndokwa, full-blooded citizens of Ndokwa, even though they share a heritage or maybe history with Ndokwa people based on their mother is from there. Her children are full-blooded Esako children. Stop. You people should stop this thing. Stop it. Stop it. You are being wicked to yourselves and your unborn children. You are being wicked to them. You don't know. You are being wicked to your unborn children. Let this video do something to your soul. For you to wake up and go and do research. For you to wake up and in fact, it will cost you to enter a vehicle, go to Edo State and dig deep and see that you are not from there. You only lived there, and when you live in a place, you abide by the way they do things there for peace to reign. But when you live there and come back to your home, who you are will speak. You don't need to force it. You don't have to force it. Our language is 100% the same thing with what they speak in the East. We only have our own unique dialect. We have our own unique dialect. So, please and please, those of you still have some portion of your brains with you that can still reason. Begin to reason right now. Start to reason right now. Forget politics. This is not about politics. So this is not about politics. If any political leader is trying to maintain his relevance in Delta State, he should not use our essence to do that one at all. Chacha, he should not use our essence as Igbo people to do that one. He should fight. He should make the people love him and people retain him. Not to play with our essence. The artists you don't play with. The artists you don't play with. You understand? The artists you don't play with. So everybody should you understand? Make una behave on yourself and have sense.